Welcome, and let's learn about 3 must-have tools. And the first one is what you can see on my screen here, Github Copilot. And let me just refresh this for you. Yeah, you can see that animation there. Bam! What Github Copilot do is generate a function. You just give it instructions on what you want it to do, and it's going to generate that code for you. It's super convenient, to be honest, and it's like our job is threatened. I'm just kidding, but yeah, GitHub Copilot is very convenient. And let's have an example for that. Now we are in VS Code, and just here I just commented this one. This is the instruction: find the longest unique substring in a string. And it already does this. For a less complicated example, we can go and say create a function that adds 2 numbers. That's the instruction I gave to GitHub Copilot, and it already gave me a suggestion for the first line. I'm just gonna accept by hitting tab here, and yeah, tab, and that's it. I already got that. I already solved this one. Let's try and have it solve more complicated problems. Let's say create a function that takes a string and returns repeated characters. So that's function repeated chars, and bam, oof, it already finished the function for me. It even uses hash maps, which is unbelievable. Yeah, and that's number 1, GitHub Copilot. That's the big one. I don't suggest this for beginners because you have to learn your algorithms first before you go using tools like this one. But if you want to use it for learning purposes, then good for you. Let's go to the next one, which is Quokka. And if we go to the extension, it's Quokka, this one here. That's how it's spelled. I think that's how you pronounce it, Quokka. And the way we're going to use it, I'll just hit Ctrl-Shift-P and say Quokka.js new JavaScript file. And let's create that function again. A function that adds 2 numbers, let's say. And yeah, there you go. And let's say that we're going to call this function. That's it. Let's remove this one. It's gonna get confusing. What Quokka does is it's going to log things for you. For example, you're using a node server and you have to restart the server or save the file that you're currently in so that you could see what the log is if you're trying to log something. So I'll just show that to you. A plus B. So this 3 here, this number 3 here highlighted in blue is what Quokka is showing us. And you can see the square, the green square here in the left, and that's how you know that Quokka is working. And let's try to change the numbers here. Let's say 5 and 6, and that's 11. So you'll know that this function will return 11 if the parameters is 5 and 6. And let's try saying it's null. So it's just going to be 5, and if this one is undefined, it's going to return not a number. So it's very convenient. It's very good for testing purposes. You can just add here 9, 0. So that's how it works. It's super convenient, especially if you're a backend developer. Next would be Prettier, and I believe everyone has this already, but I'm just gonna throw it in. That's why it's in the last part of the video. So let's make this function ugly for now. So there are no tabs in this function, which is very confusing. It's very hard to read, and I just hit Alt F because that's the shortcut that I bind Prettier with. And yeah, you see it already formatted the whole function. So that's so convenient. There you go. Or let's make this ugly. So it's some has tabs, some doesn't. The bracket is not in the right place, and I just hit Alt F and it already formatted the whole function. And that's how convenient Prettier is. And I'm sure I think a lot of people are starting to go, all their tutorials are always going to say that you have to install Prettier first. But I just really want to share this with you guys. Those are our 3 must-have tools if you're a developer. First one is GitHub Copilot, next is Quokka, and last one is Prettier. I hope you learned something in this video. Yeah, give it a thumbs up if it helped you out or you want to try all these tools that you can install in your text editor. I'm using VS Code right now. So yeah, that's it. See ya.